Hey, good morning, guys. We are early, a little earlier than normal because whatever. I'm up and been doing things, and yeah, just ready to talk to you guys. Jeff Elmore, good to see you're here. Who else is here? At least three of you guys are watching right now this early. Let me know if you're here and say what's up. And if I don't know you, tell me where you're from because that'd be cool. Enjoying a lovely cup of coffee. So crazy story this morning about coffee. As you guys know, I have a serious situation with coffee addiction in my life. Um, we have a really cool espresso machine, and we get beans from this place in Arizona, and it's a monthly subscription thing. Anyway, we pretty almost always run out. We're getting close to the end, and we're also getting close to getting our new stuff. And I hadn't really paid attention to what we had left, and I ran out this morning. Like I made a cup of coffee, and that was it. Paul Anstey, what's happening, my brother? So I get up about 4:30, 4:45 every morning, and so I made my cup of coffee. Realized I didn't have any coffee to make for my wife or for me later. So at 5, I went to Starbucks and bought a pound of coffee. So drinking Starbucks today, which is not the worst. It's also not the best. But so anyway, how is everybody doing out there? Mike Cole, what's happening, man? I actually did not get to watch all of it. I need to check that out. I apologize. Just been super crazy. Summer temps here this week. Nice. Right now weekend. We are not going to have summer temps here. It's going to be gnarly. Chris Abbott, what's happening? Craig Jarvis, are you related to Graham? But we will be riding tonight. Hey, Drop Six, what's happening, man? So hunting, where are you, Drop Six? We had a crazy like snow a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Oh, you're in Ontario, right? So do you know Paul? Because he's your dad, right on. Yeah, Paul, dude. Graham, absolutely my superhero. I can't believe how much of a bad dude he is. Hey, there's my mom. She's watching. Oh no, I'm bummed that you have troubles, but that's awesome. Bike life, what's happening? Dude, so Craig, that is awesome that your dad's name is Graham Jarvis, but it's not Graham Jarvis that we're talking about. That is awesome. Does your dad ride dirt bikes though? That'd be super cool if he did. I mean, I don't care what his name is. It'd be cool if he ride dirt bikes. Ontario, I know. So you guys, by the way, tuning in from the Great White North, it turns out I have a huge following up there. I think it's because of you guys. I don't know who started it, but like I know Paul has been a huge supporter for a really long time, and it's nuts how many Canadians watch our channel, which is super cool. And speaking of Canadians, I talked to Paul about this yesterday. I mentioned it. I did get a hold of Megan Griffiths of Meg's Brap on the lines, and we are in not negotiations, but we are working on getting her here to Montrose, Colorado to teach a women's clinic, maybe everybody's clinic, but at least a women's clinic, and then maybe a few other clinics. So I think it's going to happen. I don't know why it wouldn't. We have a place to do it. There, yeah, from Vancouver. And who's the Islander? He'll be here, hopefully. He's from Vancouver Island, which is awesome. And Martin, I love Vancouver and that whole part of Canada. I've never been to the other part, like never been to Ontario or anything. Actually, I've never been anywhere other than Vancouver, Vancouver Island, Squamish, and all that. And I absolutely loved it. So not on a dirt bike. I was on my honeymoon, goofing off. We actually didn't go rock climbing, even though that's kind of why we're here. Thanks, Mike Coles. I'm excited about that too. So yeah, Chris Abbott, it's gonna be sweet. Obviously, nothing is set yet, but we're planning for spring, summer of this coming year, 2021. Trying to plan it way out so that we can hopefully like get it all ironed out and dialed in. Hopefully all this COVID crap goes away now that this silly election's over. And we can move on with our lives like normal people. But we're going to try to get that ironed out so we can get it announced and get people signed up. It's going to be awesome. I know Garrett. I think we all would be. I mean, she's an amazing writer. So whatever, regardless of her gender, she's awesome. I think it's really cool what she's doing for women, which is super cool. Robinson's in Rochester, right on. Yeah. So yeah, my mom lived in Buffalo. She was born in Pittsburgh, lived in Buffalo, then lived in Nashville, Tennessee, and then Oklahoma City. So yeah, so that's awesome. Brady Meter. Metter. I always say that, even though I know it's Metter. Anyway, Brady, what's happening? So everybody quick say hi to my mom before she goes. She's on a plane getting ready to fly to a croquet tournament. That's right. My parents are national like phenoms in croquet, which is awesome. So Mike Klinger, what's happening? Ed Dugan, what's going on? Yeah, say hi to my mom. Everybody say hi to my mom. She's awesome. And what else before we actually get started? Anything before? I don't know. Let's see. So today we're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm also definitely going to touch on the Panthera motorsports situation, which is a thumbs up situation right now. And super cool. Oh, man. Who else is drinking coffee? Raise your hand, show me a hand or a rock and roll punk rock sign if you're drinking coffee this morning. Also, give a thumbs up to this show because it does actually make a huge difference. By the way, guys, so let me just a quick few announcements about our socials. So excited, so happy, so thankful for you guys. It wouldn't be without you guys. I couldn't do all this. So we just hit 10,000 page likes for Highland Cycles on Facebook. That's huge, super huge. Brady, Powerade, that's probably better for you. Maybe, I don't know. Coffee's pretty good for you. Powerade's got a lot of sugar. But yes, I love all the coffee drinkers. It's awesome. So 10,000 likes on Facebook. That's huge. It's been a big push for me. I've been trying to get to 10K. I don't know why. It's just a mark. It's actually, we might be able to start monetizing on Facebook with that. I don't know, but whatever. We'll see. That's not really the point. I just want to reach more people and get more people on dirt bikes. So that's super, super cool. We just went over 5,800 here on this channel. Thanks to you guys. That's awesome. It's growing fast, guys. I mean, for me, fast. I mean, we're not like the viral kids opening toys kind of channel, but we're doing good. I feel like I'm building a good community here with you guys, and it's awesome. And I'm so appreciative of all that you guys, all the time that you take to watch my videos, all the attention that you give us. It's huge, and I know that it's like pulled for in every direction right now. So thank you so much. It just means a lot. Yeah, I'm stoked. I won't cry, I promise. I just like, it just really makes me happy to be doing this and having fun with it and happening, like I also get to make a little bit of money, and that's huge. So the Mike, that's good. I'm glad that it allows you to goof off at work. That is super important to me. I want people to be able to goof off and like maybe not pay so much attention to work and a little more focus on dirt bikes. Hey, top of the morning, Smiley Hansen. So welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels, number 108, everybody. We are here in Montrose, Colorado, where the coffee's hot, the bikes are fast, and your comments are absolutely ridiculous. Good to see you. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Yeah, so stoked to see you guys. I love you all. Glad to be here on this lovely sunny morning. This is not going to last that long. I think it's supposed to snow maybe Saturday and then Monday. So, yeah, this wonderful weather might be coming to a close. I don't know. You just never know. We had a crazy storm a while back. It snowed a foot down here in town, but it's all gone. And actually, the conditions are really good. Speaking of which, conditions report. The desert, everything is in great shape right now. No dust because there's a ton of moisture. That's going to go away like in the next few hours probably, because that's how it does it here. But right now it's awesome. We are riding tonight. It's the final Thursday night ride of the season. It's only the final one because it gets dark so early, and it gets cold when it gets dark, and not everybody has all the gear for that. But what that signals is a transition into our clinic nights on Thursday nights. So we don't do a clinic every Thursday night, but we will be doing them probably twice a month, at least once a month, probably twice a month though. And I got to figure out the schedule with my wife and all that stuff. But and Thursday morning, I should do a Thursday morning ride, but I just have so much work. And yeah, so, but we are doing dawn patrol now on Saturday mornings because the time changed and now it's lighter earlier. We're riding this Saturday out at Dry Creek, and basically it's going to be another beatdown on the Panthera Motorsports e-start. Tonight's ride, I'm riding the KTM because I don't have lights for the Yamaha yet. I do have the helmet light, but if I've got a bike with lights, I'm riding the bike with lights. So whatever. And by the way, speaking of that, I am now talking with Task Racing. They are going to hopefully get me a headlight or like a light bar setup for my YZ now that I can run lights. Really excited about that. I was talking to them last night. Hey, good morning, Kevin O'Laughlin, Oklahoma. Good morning, Oklahoma. Good to see you. So yeah, I'm stoked because I checked, by the way. Let's touch on the Panthera Motorsports e-start because that is the biggest thing going on our YouTube channel right now and has created a little bit of controversy. So that's kind of fun. Amazon light bar for the Yamaha. It's ridiculous. I try to share photos soon. Right on, Drop 6. Yeah, let me definitely check it out. The cool thing about the Task Racing stuff is that it's way less than a lot of the other stuff, and they have a cool solution that I hope I'm going to get. It's got these clamps that go on the forks, and then these bars that come around and put the light bar out in front of your number plate, so you don't have to fiddle with your number plate. You don't have to make them out. It seems super slick. Robinson, he seems really cool. He got right back to me. I'm super stoked. Ed Dugan, going racing this Sunday. Nice. Yes, you are going to hold shot one. I'm excited for you. It's going to be rad. Have you been practicing what we talked about? I hope you have. So yeah, the Task Racing stuff, I'm really excited. The bike, I tested e-start. So I got all of the situations sorted out, I think. The last big problem I had was the starter, like something in the ring gear or whatever, drug my motor down on a last dawn patrol. And when I took the thing apart and looked at it, there was a high spot on the ring gear where they weld. Anyway, long story, but I think it grew when it got hot. It locked up, but it didn't lock up, but it drug the motor down. So I flattened it out, put it back in. I rode with the boys the next day. I rode up and down the road at the shop. A whole bunch got really hot, went really fast, and had no problems. And it was like, anyway, it was good. So the funny thing is, though, here's the funny thing. And like, this is proof that I'm not anybody's puppet. The owner of Panthera Motorsports, I think he's the owner, that or he's the marketing director. I don't know, whatever. Got a hold of me and was super mad that I had posted all the videos about fixing all the problems. And he was like, those aren't problems. That's not what happened to your bike. And honestly, he was a super jerk to me. At first, he's like, you got to take that video down. And what? Keith McQueen, what's happening? And I was like, hey, buddy, I don't have to do anything. I paid full pop for that e-start kit. So as far as I can tell, I can make a YouTube video about whatever. And if you guys have watched the videos, I've been really kind to them, saying that I'm not upset and that I like the product, and we're just some growing pains, some situations with a brand new thing, and I knew I was going to get into it and all this stuff. And he was mad as a hornet at me. And I, yeah, drop 6. Yeah, I'm not going to say that, but so because he basically called me a liar, saying that what happened to the motor dragging down wasn't because of that high spot on the thing. And I told him more or less, this is a quote, hey, Jimmy Neihart, what's happening? I said, listen, man, if you're going to call me well, actually back up. I said, listen, I'm not upset right now at all with your product. I like the product. I'm excited about it. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm having these issues, but I'm really trying to help other people that might be installing it and having problems, and they might be able to look to my videos instead of call you, and maybe fix some stuff and get it dialed in. But if you're going to call me a liar, I'm going to get pretty upset pretty fast. And I don't think that's going to be awesome for you. And he immediately changed his tone. Not that I'm some big influencer here on the YouTubes or on Facebook or any of that stuff, but I'm enough of one. I have enough views on the install video that I think he realized he probably ought to be a little bit careful about what he said, because like I said, I feel like I was being upfront, honest, and helpful. And so, yeah, that did not make me happy. But like I said, he's changed the tune. He's been much more cordial and nice. And so, yeah, Drew Valentine, I know his buddy had a problem with the starter. Michael Webster, what's happening? Yeah, for telling the truth. And yeah, anyway, so all that being said, I've now ridden it out in Dry Creek with the kids, going slow and getting it hot, going down the road fast. I've done everything. I think we're good. I think it's awesome. If you talk to Zach Sheets, just ask him. I go start my bike like 18 times a day with a button because it's so awesome. So I love it. I'm really excited about it. I wish I could test it tonight. I wish I had the lights already, but I don't. But that's all right. Saturday, I'm going to hammer on it. I'm going to ride that. I'm going to ride that bike a lot because I really like riding it. Now that I have a button, it's like, whee, it's just like my KTM. Only maybe a little bit faster, and I like the chassis better. So anyway, I'm stoked. I like the thing. And so yeah, Craig, I'm glad he changed his tune, because whatever. I understand why he got upset, because he knows that there's some problems. He knows he's going to have these issues. And he knows that it's all these things, but it hurts him inside, because he's letting his self-worth be tied to that, I think. And he's having a hard time looking past that. And so anyway, like I said, I gave him some life advice later on in the conversation. It was pretty funny. Let's see. Yeah, Jimmy Neihart, I agree. They will totally sell their soul if they're sponsored. Kevin, I don't have a kit yet. Jeff, I agree. I feel like I was patient and kind in my thing. Craig, thank you saying our content is good. I appreciate that. Let's see. So Kevin, I don't have a kit ready. For anybody who cares, the vent situation, it's funny. He's like, well, it already has a vent in the cover. I'm like, it does? And okay, so I didn't read this last little line on this one part of the instructions. I didn't get there. And it said that there's a 16th NPT hole in the backside that you can unplug. And I'm like, why wasn't that unplugged? Why didn't it have a fitting in the kit? Because the thing clearly vents up through the clutch cable and into my goggles while they're hanging on the bars. So why on earth didn't you put a freaking fitting in there? Also, I like my design of the vent better than his because his comes out parallel to the ground. Then you could route up, right? So that means that as it splashes some oil, because it's gonna go into that tube and then it's gonna hang out there and not go back in. It could theoretically get pushed on up or just chill. So the way I have it coming straight up and down, it goes up, over, and down. That means that any oil that splashes up just drains back down in. So I think personally that that's better. So yeah, I know it's in the instructions. I should have read it, but I would have used mine instead of theirs. First of all, I didn't have a 16th NPT nothing at the shop because we work on metric motorcycles, which what that is a metric motorcycle. So I had that little vent line, the little nipple thing. It's actually from a KTM AIS system that worked great. So oh, here we go. Brady Metter coming in with the 4-stroke comments. I know. Dave Kessler, thank you so much. Without the knowledge to fix the problems you ran into, at least your videos may help some. I know, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Tim Simmons, what's happening? No self R&D. I know, Brady. I'm willing to do it though, so that's the thing. Yeah, thank you, Drop Six. That's what I'm saying. 16th NPT. Who's got that? Like in their shop? It's ridiculous. Jeff, I'm not gonna send him an invoice. I have a plan. I'll let you guys know about it as we go forward. Oh, you guys are awesome, Jimmy. So the best part about I love this channel, like I welcome you guys to give me as much crap as you want about my bikes, my choices of parts, all that stuff, because A, I can take it. I got big shoulders. And B, it's good because like everybody's got their own views. It's awesome. But we'll all remember that I have a KTM sitting in the corner that does work perfectly and has all that other stuff on it. I'm just trying to build the you guys are awesome. I'm just trying to build a different bike and it's fun. So Paul Anstey, I do not know how the Dunlop 81 is. I will know tonight. I'm going to put that tire on today. So I just have to swap wheels. I haven't put it on because that's just for the KTM because it's on a KTM set of wheels. I only have extra wheels for my KTM. Yeah, Hanson, I'm not running the front. I got an M59 on the front and then the AT81EX on the back. So yeah, the AT81 up front is miserable. I don't like that at all. I don't have a lot of like nasty comments towards tires. Front tires though, different game. Garrett Anderson, I love it. So Brady, mine was not overpriced because they had a super duper blowout deal from Tucker. But yeah. And Drew, I'm sure it's going to wear out super fast. Keith McQueen, that's so good. Your exhaust is self-alienating. Oh God, that's funny. That is so funny. Let's see. Are you going to put a 300 kit on it and figure out a way to make an external adjustable power valve? Dave Kessler, that is awesome. No pro. West Eats, what's happening? And I know, Brady, I'm sure it was a blowout deal because it sucks, but I'm trying it for you guys. I'm trying it for you guys. And honestly, all of the super sticky tires I've run, I've really liked the way they worked, all of them, but it was always the wear situation. So, Jimmy Nyhart, yeah, 4-strokes make you sound super fast. 125s make you sound really fast, which is why I'm going to start working on the kids 125 here very soon. I know I keep saying that. I just keep being busy. Hey, what's up, Mark? Meeker Extreme, how's it going? Yeah, I know I keep whatever. I'm working on it. There you go, Mom. See you later. Since Brady Meta, come on now, leave that out of it. And no, I'm not getting an electric bike. Andy, so they have a 125XC at my local dealer, and I really want to buy it, but I'm not going to do it. So Keith, I had to learn sign language after riding with a buddy on a 650R. Oh, those things are so loud. Mine is so loud. It's annoying. But anyway, Trail Zeros, what's happening? IX09W and VE33S for the win. Let's see. I only live once. Yeah, but I have so many motorcycles. I really don't need another one. Not yet, Meeker Extreme. So, Meeker Extreme / Mark Odette, who was on the show a little bit ago, last week, the week before. Anyway, we are doing it. It's happening. No messing around. It's a for real deal. The 15th of this month, 15th of November, we are taking XR 650Rs to 5 miles of hell and riding them through the entire thing. If anybody wants to come and do it, let's do it. Brady, how come I haven't gotten done yet? Because I've been too busy. Is why. And when I was all fired up and like ready to go for it, I didn't have the parts. Now I have the parts, and it's been a little bit busy, and so, but it's happening very soon. And the other reason I don't have it done is that my kid loves his KDX 200. I mean, loves it, and the other kid's not big enough for a 125 yet, so it's got zero hurry. Let's see. You guys are awesome. I know, Brady, got cool message. You got to come out and work for me, and then I can get to it. Yeah, West East. I'm glad you like the M59, and yeah, it's the best. Trail Zeros, lead sleds for sure. Excited. Yeah, Andy, I completely agree. So good. And yeah, Wes, as if you've been watching, we're all going to say that it's anything's better than the AT81 up front, but it's the M59 is the gold standard. Let alone 5 mile Drew. Yeah, Drew, it's going to be a heck of a thing. So I've ridden that trail a few times. I got to turn that. There we go. That's still bright. Anyway, I've ridden that trail a few times, and in thinking about it a lot, first of all, there's definitely some reservations about doing it on a 650. It's going to be quite a thing. Also, there's only about 3 areas that I'm worried about getting the bike through. And one is obviously the crux, right? So there's this one, it's called the crux because it's the hardest move on the whole thing. And it requires full commitment on to go the right way. And I'm definitely going to try it that way. I really hope I don't flop the bike over, because the one thing about the 650 being so heavy is that when it falls down, it likes to break stuff. So anyway, the crux is sketchy. There's this crazy left-hand turn thingy that's going to be kind of interesting. And then there's one other little, anyway, I don't think it's going to be that bad. So it's going to be, yes, Brady, you do need to come so you can write up stuff for me, please. Let's do it. I am on. So no pro, when you say N+1 or N+2, I have N+ so many. So, oh, and Drew, obviously I'm going to be filming the whole thing. Jeff Elmore, right on. Dust to Glory. My kids have been watching Dust to Glory a whole bunch recently. Actually, that's some more really cool planning coming up. The Meeker, yeah, he's going to need to write 2 of them up. Kelly, yeah, we've been talking about the pink elephant. And we've been talking about how, honestly, now I feel really good about it. I'm really excited about it. I go start my bike 18 times a day in the shop for Zach. I'm like, we're fired up, get all fired up. I think it's really, really good. But we also talked about my not so awesome experience with Sebastian, the owner of the company, him getting mad at me for being honest about the part or the kit. And, but I got him to change his tune. So it was good. So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be awesome. At least I hope it's going to be awesome. So, let's see. With shoulder pads right on. math and science is not emotional, just like math and science and about global warming. Andy, I love it. So I we're back. Oh, so plans. So the 15th, I looked at the weather. It should be actually might be perfect, like 50s out there, which would be really good for the struggling and the lifting and the pushing and the pulling of the XR650s. But also, my kids have been like hammering down and watching Dust to Glory and getting really excited. And they're just might. I'm a corporate shill. Brady, that's awesome. I just might be mounting a solo attempt on the 1,000 again next year because my kids really want to race it with me in the future when they get older. And so I was thinking, what a great opportunity to get them down there with my wife and whoever else wants to come and pit for me and chase me down the peninsula and kind of see what the actual thing is all about. And then we'll start working on our effort to race it as a family. So I don't know. I'm definitely not committing to that by any means right now. I'm in negotiations with my wife about that. She's probably listening on the outside of the door and going, mm-mm. But I'm excited. I really want to do that. It's going to take some serious help from you guys. Chris, it did not make it yesterday, so hopefully today. I didn't get an email back from those guys, so I might shoot them another email actually. Right on, Hanson. Sweet. Are you? Is first of all, here's the big question, Hanson, and you probably know. And my kids told me they looked it up and checked it out. But is 21 a peninsula run or is it a loop? Because I'm not doing the 1,000 if it's not a peninsula run. And no, Shane, I'm not getting any younger, but I'm still getting more fired up. Like I seriously, at 45 years old, am more fired up about dirt bikes and goofing off and having fun than I ever have been. So that's awesome. By the way, I just checked, like, if you guys see me like looking down like that, I'm looking at the number of people watching and stuff. And dude, 43 of you guys watching, that's like a pretty awesome, but it's only 29 thumbs up. So if you get a chance, if you like what you're watching, hit the thumbs up. That'd be awesome. I am high energy. Brady, yeah, you think it's expensive? I know it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, dude, Wes, 30. When I was 33, let's see, I had just started the shop. And I was super struggling at that point in my life. It was bad timing. Hey, there's my son, Raymond Spradling. So his name is Thomas, but his first name's Raymond. Anyway, hi, bud. How's it going? Yes, that's what my kids. So Hanson, Justin, that's what my kids said. It's a loop this year, so they know, and I didn't. Hey, Michael, what's happening? Michael Von Sluis, first timer. That's awesome. Glad to have you here. Where are you from? That'd be awesome to know. Solo by then, Garrett. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, you can just solo it. Oh, Keith, thank you so much for mentioning that you're doing your first thing. Keith had a question. Is doing my an MX training on Thursday because I tend to struggle with whoops. Ever done one or ridden MX? I've never done a training. Actually, I've never done a training. I need to do a training because I need like seriously help with my riding. But I have raced a little bit of tiny bit of MX, and I really like it. And I wish there was a good track around here, but I don't. There's no real track in our area. Like it's 4 hours away to the closest real one, 5 hours anyway. But I really like MX, and I think it makes you a better rider everywhere. So when I'm 45, my son will be 14. I hope I'm as fired up as you are at that time. He's 2, about to be 3. Nice. 16th is already ripping his 50. No training wheels. Yeah, dude. Drew, you will be. Like, keep the kid riding. Keep the kid fired up about it. But I will say, from my experience, I think I did a good job of this. Don't freaking push the kid. Do not do it. They'll stop riding it. Salt Lake City. Right on. KTM 350 XCF. You got a whole bunch of friends here with that bike. Jeff Elmore, 60 next month. Yeah. The Bulldog. Hey, thanks for all the help in the videos. Yeah, you bet, man. Absolutely. Glad to help. Garrett Anderson. Okay, swing by later. Well, sounds good. My daughter stopped and I lightly pushed. So it all depends on the kid, right? But like when I say don't push, like I don't push my kids to race. If they don't want to ride, I don't say you got to ride. I wait for them to ask, and now they're asking more than ever, and it's awesome. And they are amazing riders, super fun to ride with. Yeah, Trail Zeros, 45 and ride more than ever. Same here. I'm putting more hours on a bike than ever. And it's awesome. I just love it. And honestly, a lot of that is thanks to you guys. It's making this whole thing work because you guys watch, pay attention, share, like all that stuff. It really makes a big difference. My daughter is just a girly girl. That's all right. Yeah, Paul Nancy, shout out to all the 40-plus-year-olds because we're more rad than the rest of you guys. No, I did not see that Meeker stream. That's exciting. So, by the way, let's get back because we mentioned it on the show when Mark was here, but I haven't really mentioned it on YouTube much since then, mainly because I just forget. But here's the deal. Mark has an XR650R that he is going to auction off. We were going to give it away, but we had a recommendation from someone. I honestly can't remember who it was. If you're watching, I'm so sorry I don't remember. But you had the best recommendation of not doing that because if we give it away, it could end up going to someone who just turns around and sells it for a profit or whatever. We're going to auction it off so it goes to someone who really wants it. And then we're going to take all that money and give it to Wounded Warriors. I forget, Maker Extreme. Tell me which one, or Warrior Relief. Anyway, to a veterans program. All the money goes to them. Whiskey Throttle one time, the oldest scares them both away. That sucks, Drew. But, yeah, Bulldog, that's awesome. Motorcycle Relief Project. There we go. Thank you. I know Kevin O'Laughlin. So the cool thing is Mark has lots of contacts, more than me, with a lot of things, and he's getting a whole bunch of parts donated. I'm doing all the work. We're going to get this thing super duper tricked out and ready to rock and roll. Sounds like Honda USA is giving stuff. So, yeah, and we're going to make this thing super rad, and then don't give up, Brady. Doing 50-plus riders, heck yeah, I'll be right there. But I mean 40+ is you too. So it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. We're working on even what bike will I race at the 1,000, Brady? Good question. So that's a great question, and one that will need a lot of thinking. I really want to race a two-stroke because I've never raced a two-stroke down there. I've raced an XR650 twice and a CRF 250R, CRF 250X once, and I love them all. Right, the 650 for soloing is quite a thing. I did it. I'm happy to say I did it, but I kind of also just checked that one off the list. Yeah, my son wants me to race the 650. So it's coming down to, it'll either be the 650, and I'll have to rebuild it like the heck out of it to make it, and Meeker Extreme, no way on a 710 or 8, no way. So yes, Bulldog two-stroke lives matter. My core of my soul is two-stroke too, so I'd really like to do it. The only problem is fuel. To get a pit company to pit you and have 75 to 100 miles of range on a two-stroke is going to take a huge freaking tank, and I don't know. So I don't know. Jeff Elmore, 500 2T. No, I'm not man enough for that. Like, I am not man enough for 500. Husky 501 would be cool. 500 KTM would be cool. But I don't have one of those, so someone's gonna have to give me one before I do that. But like honestly, right now it's up in the air between all the bikes that I own. So probably the XR. I'm gonna have to do some serious like fuel and air filters every time you think about it. Absolutely, Robinson. The Brady, I know you have a 500, but I can't afford that. The 650, if I do race my 650, I'm going to have to. So, Brady, if I race one, it will be the one that I raced before, partially because of nostalgia, also partially because it's awesome. And actually, the other XR that I have that Robbie Noel, thank you, Robbie, if you watch this, gave me, I'm going to be working on that this winter and getting it all dialed in. And it will go, if I race this XR, it will go as a spare bike for spare parts and all that stuff. But if I race mine, the motor's coming apart, crank. I mean, everything is getting freshened up because it has so many hours on it. And I haven't actually been able to check and see if it's burning oil after I adjust the valves, but either way, it needs everything. Patrick, TBT is better than Precision Concepts on the XR650R, mainly because Thomas, why did they choose to name it that? That's a great question. I don't know. So the Precision, I had Precision Concepts do an XR650R in 2007, and it was awesome. It was like super duper phenomenal bike, but they kind of stopped testing, tuning, and all that stuff back when the 650 went away. And I think TBT really has, like, they just keep updating and they keep working on those things. They help people out with all the time. So Dave Kessler, a big tank on a 300 probably would work good. So Brady, we should do a team, Highland Cycles, Ironman, dual sponsored by YouTube. So dual sponsors, is Highland Cycles the other sponsor? Because it definitely will be. And yeah, and YouTube, like, honestly, guys, like the way the channel's growing, things are going good. Like, I think I can maybe, like, it's going to take some extra help because it is such an expensive race. But if this all happens, if I make the decision to do this, I will be reaching out with like a Kickstarter program to help fund it, to be brutally honest. Like, it's such an expensive race. There it all began with Giuseppe Bianchi, who made bicycles, and his son Enzo. Realtors are there we go. That is awesome. Mark, is that off of their website? Because if it is, that's funny. The dual. Okay, yeah. So I had mentioned this to Brady a while back, that he could race his $4 billion KTM, although he's getting rid of that and he got a Kawasaki, so respect. But I told him that we should race, and I race the XR650R solo. He races whatever thing he wants to race solo, and then we go, and whoever wins, like, if I win, I get to run over his motorcycle. If he wins, he gets to have my motorcycle, because I don't want whatever motorcycle he's got, so I'll just run over it. Take that. So I'm 100% in, Brady, but you're gonna have to pony up some money because YouTube, I don't know, maybe the Kickstarter program would raise enough for both of us. That would be super cool. So I'm in. Like, if we can make it work financially, I'm in on that. And it's going to be awesome. Thomas said Leia would win the Baja overall for sure. She's super fast and she's meaner than everybody. I'll run over your bike with my XR650 when I win. Jeff Almore, let's do this. Let's make this happen. I'm in. Shane, yes, he did get that 450 XC. I'll jump in there. KX. Kelly Pate, WR450 also is a brilliant choice. Maker Extreme. To race the Baja 1000 solo on a super duper budget is going to cost you 10 grand. Can ship everything close to me. I have to ship it anyway. Drew, Brady Metter, the guy that's commenting on here, the best. He's a TBT owner, so they got a whole bunch of guys around the country, and hands down best WP suspension I've had everybody do my suspension, and it's like crazy how good the TBT stuff is. So hit up Brady. Here, Brady, I'm going to give out your phone number on the line unless you don't want me to. You better speak up if you don't want me to, though. So I'm going to pull up Mr. Metter's phone number. I'm going to type it in. Brady Barap Metter. So here we go. If anybody needs suspension work, I'm telling you, it's hands down the best. And Justin Hansen can corroborate that TBT is the best. Most people can. So Brady R 918. No, I don't have it memorized. 798-2216. There it is. Call Brady. And the best suspension I've ever run, TBT, for sure. Yes, Mark, he will say sweet things in your ear if you call him. So, Drew, please give Brady a call. You will not be disappointed. The other thing is that they don't cost as much as some of these other people who freaking like just charge way too much for not that great a job. So point to point, Garrett, there we go. I like it. Ken Stutzman, there we go. Yeah, Chris. Oh, by the way, so we're trying to get, I gotta go, but we're trying to get Brady up here to Colorado because I'm trying to slowly court his whole family into moving to Colorado because it's awesome. But I want Brady to come up here and do some suspension. We got Chris is in 100% to have his suspension revalved. We need like 2 more people to commit so that we can get Brady to come up, and he can come up with like a week's notice. So it's not like got to wait for a long time. There we go. Yeah, we should get the suspension done on the XR60 on the one that we're giving away. That'd be awesome. Jeff Elmore, you're right. 10K and lots of volunteers is for sure. The first time when I did an 06, I took like my 3 best friends and I spent about $10,000 and I went and finished the thing. And it was amazing. Like the most amazing experience ever. Is awesome. All right, guys, I got a boogie. It's 8:09. Thank you. Big show today. Thank you guys so much. Super, super rad. Punk Rock Club, thank you for sticking around till the end. You guys are my favorites. I love you to death. I love all of you. Thank you for all the support. Warms my heart. It just really, really warms my heart that you guys pay attention and all this stuff. You tune in. Have an awesome day. Quick, like personal plug here. Treat everybody with respect. Let's just do that. Let's just choose respect today. With all the crap that's going on in the world, let's choose respect. Let's be nice. Let's love one another. That's what we're supposed to do, right? The world would be a better place if we all did. I love you guys so much. I hope you freaking get out. You spread the gospel of 2 wheels. And I desperately, desperately, desperately hope that what I'm doing, Mr. Zach Sheets, with all of his anger and the Highland Cycles community, I hope what we're doing is inspiring you guys to work on and get out and ride your dirt bikes.